swing over and talk to our next guest, which is the Albany Guardian. Oh my goodness, you guys do so much good. I mean, every year I get, well, every season.
You do, you have it.
Every
That's wonderful.
season I get one of these flyers. It comes in the newspaper, it comes, I don't know where, but it magically appears on my desk. And so the Albany Guardian.
Albany Guardian Society, that's
Right.
correct,
Tell me
yes.
about
So, well, first of all,
You're welcome for the
and
first
thank
time.
you. This is our first time here, and thank you. And it's strange that we haven't been here before because Albany Guardian Society this year is celebrating our 170th birthday. We were actually.
You don't look that old.
I know. I look great, don't
You
I?
do
I
look
know.
great.
So we were founded in 1852.
Okay.
And so it's very exciting, and we call ourselves the hidden gem because so many people do not know who we are and what we do.
That's why I have you on the show.
And I know, and we appreciate that. And so what we do is we basically want to improve the lives of older adults in and around the capital region, and mainly we do that through education. And so
you got to keep your brain stimulated.
always, yeah, we
And it's
want to
so
never.
easy to kind of become lethargic and just kind of, phase out from the TV or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But your mind has to keep going to kind of keep you young.
It does, and we say never stop learning, never stop learning. So Albany Guardian Society is actually an operating foundation. We are a 501c3, but we are able to be self-funded, which is wonderful, which means that any of the programs and services that we offer are at no cost to the participants,
I don't
which
know
is
how you
very
do it.
exciting.
I mean, I'm sure that the people that are not performing, but presenting. I
Presenting.
guess is the word I want to use.
Yes.
Presenting probably do not get paid.
We
do
do actually pay an honorarium
Oh, you
to
do
our
give them an
presenters.
honorarium.
We do, because we actually go out and we find the best presenters
Oh,
we
okay.
can.
All right.
We want to find the experts in that particular field.
Yeah.
So we offer all these classes. We are just finishing up
And they're
our
on Zoom.
fall session. Right now they're on Zoom, and the pandemic brought us to Zoom. We used to
But
do
it
in-person
was
classes.
good. It was good because there are some people that can't get out. So
That's
it
exactly
really makes
right.
it,
So it really broadened our reach. So we are currently on Zoom. We will be on Zoom through the winter because of the weather. And then in the spring,
You're
we're going
trying
to
to
go
do
back to
in-person.
in-person as well as virtual, and what we're calling combined classes, which means people can join via Zoom or they can come in person.
Right.
And we're really excited to hold our in-person classes because we've recently moved our location.
Where are you located
And
now?
we are now at 12 Corporate Woods Boulevard.
Okay, yeah.
And we have opened a beautiful learning and resource technology center.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. We can have about 60 to 70 people in person in the classroom.
Really?
We have state-of-the-art technology. We can do the virtual classes. We can video our classes. We can host.
You are amazing.
We are. It is so exciting. It is
Because
just
you
so
don't
exciting.
find a lot of technology, in some of the nonprofits.
Well, that
where
was
they're
one of the
struggling with that.
things that our organization and our board really wanted us to move toward. And we just on November 3rd had a beautiful open house where we invited the community and we had local politicians and we had a ribbon cutting and we were able to really show off our new space, which is just
But right now, you're not
amazing.
using that space for the classes.
For those classes,
Yeah.
right? We will be starting in
Yeah,
the
but
spring.
you will
we
be.
are using that space for
Yeah, I'm
meetings
sure you're
and
using
for
it.
coalitions and
Yeah.
for, if somebody, would like to use that space, nonprofits, we are able to use that
Yeah,
space.
that's why I added for the classes.
Exactly.
What type of classes do you have?
Well, we just
Gretchen?
have a range of classes, really dealing with how to age well. Most of our classes are geared towards older adults, but of course we do have them that are geared towards caregivers, and we have a lot of professionals who come to our classes as well.
Yeah, now I have a list here, and I'm going to just look. I'm just going to
Go ahead and
pick
find-
one.
you go ahead and find
Taking,
some.
editing, storing, and viewing photos using your Apple iPhone or
Yes,
iPad.
and I wish I had been able to attend that particular class. A lot of the
That was
classes
on November 10th.
A lot of the classes that we do right now are actually technology classes. Those are among our most popular. So for older adults, many older adults are trying to find their way with technology.
It's challenging for them.
So we offer classes both in person. Actually, we have done a couple of in-person classes on the technology so that people can bring in their device, their smartphone, their Apple, their Android, their tablet, their laptop, and they can find out how to use it better. And that has been, those classes have been extremely
I
popular.
find that some people are just kind of frightened. They're afraid that they're going to break
They're
it or
afraid-
something. And
exactly.
you're not going to break the computer,
No.
believe me, it's
Yeah.
not going to break.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
they
so-
do have that fear of, and it's just simple things. I know just recently somebody said, I can't get it out of my junk file into my email, my active email. And I keep clicking on it. I said, no, don't click on it, just slide it over. And she said, oh, really? That's
Look
all-
at you, you're a technology expert. See
Yeah,
that?
I said, gee
Yeah,
whiz.
that's great.
Yeah, I said, that just slide it over. Oh, I didn't know that.
So will we have people come in person and they've got all of their devices and those classes are really, really well attended and very popular.
My
So
motto
those are
is
a
when it
few.
comes to technology, don't learn any more than you need because you can be overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, there's so much.
There's so much. And I learn as I work, so I've got this down solid. Then I go, oh, I have never clicked on that. Let me see what that does. Oh, that's
And then you
great.
find that out, right?
And that's great.
So right back to our motto, never stop learning,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah.
always want to keep learning.
Don't be afraid to click on things and look at them.
Right. So those are some of our classes, the
Yeah,
technology
and I'm
classes,
just
and we
gonna
have
look at another
wonderful,
one, fall
wonderful
prevention
instructors.
program.
Fall prevention is great. A lot of the popular classes for us are also the health and wellness. We do chair yoga, we have Tai Chi classes. Again, those have been
How do
going
you do that on
beautifully.
Zoom? You just
We do it over Zoom, and we, at the moment, can either have the instructor come in and do it at our space, or they do it from home, and they just set up the camera, and they're able to
just
do
show
it
how
from
to do
Zoom,
it.
and we have a lot of folks come to those
now
programs.
you have. I know you have a lot with the classes, which is important.
Right.
But you also have another program, which is housing and transportation.
Well, we have several other things. that
I
we
mean,
do.
I'm-
So-
I've
right,
mentioned
exactly.
those, yeah.
So the other thing is that we determined a while ago, many years ago, that people really didn't have the resources they need to know what kind of housing options were out there and available for older adults. So the Albany Gardening Society took on the huge task of developing a housing directory, and I actually happen to have one right here.
Okay. Now, the housing
So,
directory-
I'll go ahead and give that to
Yeah,
you. Yep.
this is interesting because basically, I think people learn about, oh my gosh, you gotta, many of the ones that are, you have to buy in and
Mm-hmm.
you pay it. So, and then you have the people that don't have those resources.
Right.
So are you differentiating in this?
So the housing directory actually covers the counties that we serve, and it's everything from independent
the
living.
apartments, yeah.
Yeah, so it's independent living, assisted living, enhanced living, skilled nursing, subsidized housing.
Yeah, the Carondelet, yeah.
It
Okay.
lists all of that and all of the information, the
Very
contact
very nicely
information.
laid out, too.
There's a picture, there's how much it costs, is there a buy-in, all of that information. And we update this every couple of years. So we are actually getting ready for the very large task of, in the spring, we will be updating our housing directory. This is found online. It is also free. Anyone can call, can email, can stop in. We're happy to mail them a copy or several copies of
This is an amazing resource.
You know, many professionals keep it right on their desk, folks who are really trying to help some older adults, and a lot of folks refer to it as their Bible. It is such a great resource.
Well, it is. When I'm looking at it, I mean, this is 21-22.
And we're getting ready to go into the 23.
Yeah, 23, and I'm looking, for instance, I'm looking at one right here, and it gives you the phone number, the fax number, the web address, the administrator, whether it's a not-for-profit, whether it's a profit, whether it's got an elevator, what the payment information is. This is amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing, and like I said,
have it all in one place.
People have already been asking for
May
it.
I-
When's
may I
the new
keep
one?
this?
Of course, I brought that for you. Absolutely.
thank you.
And then because that was so helpful and such a great resource, a few years ago it was decided we would add another directory because another thing that people really struggle with, especially older adults, is transportation.
How do I get there?
Where do I find transportation? So, and I brought another gift for
Okay.
you.
Thank
Here
you.
is our transportation options directory. Covers the same counties, which is Albany, Rensselaer, Schenectady, and Saratoga
I did not know there
Springs.
was all this.
And there it has all of the various transportation options in it.
Oh, my goodness.
So now we don't.
I've
we
heard
don't
of Star,
actually,
that's all I know is Star. you
Right,
know.
exactly. And we don't actually provide the service.
No, I
Like,
know you
sometimes
don't.
people call and they say to us, I have an
I need a
appointment on
ride.
Friday, can I get a ride? And we don't do that, but what we will do is send them the guide, or
Yeah.
we'll go through it on the phone with them, and we'll help them find, what it is that they might need.
It's just so difficult, I know, for people that will say, well, I don't drive anymore. And it's not that they can't drive, they're a little afraid to drive.
Well, there are people who are afraid, and there are people who can't, and there's any number of reasons
Yeah.
that people may need the transportation. So our objective is to be a resource to the
Yeah,
older
you
adults
must
in
feel
this
really good
area.
about your job.
Oh, it's so exciting. Albany Guardian Society is such a wonderful organization. They do such great work.
Now,
and we are so
is this
fortunate.
is the Albany Guardian the only Guardian, or is this like a national and you're part of the Albany and?
So, no, we are our own independent
Okay.
501c3.
Okay.
It actually was founded, like I said, in 1852. It was founded actually originally as an adult home that was started by 5 women, which is just so exciting in the 1850s. And they had an adult home, which then at a certain time, that wasn't the way to go. So they closed the adult home, they invested the funds, and they decided to start a foundation, which they said the Albany Guardian Society is going to continue helping older adults in
Yeah.
the capital region in whatever way we can, whether it's through our classes, through the directories. We get involved in other initiatives and projects. The village movement is something that we're
Yeah,
looking
that's in
at
the villages,
and
yeah.
that we're involved in,
Yeah.
and that people can call us and find out about, having a community start a village.
Yeah.
Because it takes a village, and for people who want to age in place, village might be a great
Yeah, not
option.
everybody wants to just move and leave,
Right,
and,
exactly.
it's
You
like
wanna
you're-
stay in your
Not only that, but
neighborhood.
you're healthier in your own home a lot of
Absolutely,
times.
absolutely.
I mean, you feel more secure, you feel, although some people don't feel secure in their own home, they need something
Yeah,
else.
Whatever works for people.
Yeah.
Some people want to stay in their homes. Some people want to move into, an
Smaller
independent,
place,
a
yeah.
smaller place. Some people might want to move into. There are some actually in the capital region. There are some beautiful independent living older adult, residences.
I know.
And I know
I've
people
been
who
to
move
some of them
there
to
and
see-
they love
visit.
them. So it's whatever works for those individuals, and that's what the Albany Guardian Society is really about. How do we help each older adult find what's best for them in a way that they can age well? Because you know what, we're
What
all
a
doing
resource.
it. We're
What a
all
re-
aging,
yeah.
right?
Well, everybody's
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
If you're lucky.
If we're lucky.
If
we're
you're lucky,
it
you're gonna
happens.
age, right.
So we want to make sure that people know Albany Guardian Society is there to really help people to age well. And again, call us, visit our website, find out who we are and what we do.
Well, we're
We
going to
welcome
keep the
everyone.
word going and maybe have you back on again and talk more
We
about.
would love that, and we are going to look for you at some of our future classes.
Yes,
'cause
yeah.
we've
Well,
got some great
I
ones.
have taken your class.
Yeah, and we've got some really good ones coming up. We actually have one, and because we've got one this
She's
winter.
gonna get me- she's gonna get me
Listen,
signed up.
Benita's on.
Oh, I
Is
love
go-
Benita.
She's gonna be strengthening your mental health.
Yeah.
I know, how exciting is that?
Yeah.
That we've got her to
She
come.
works for a cardiology group.
She does, yeah, and she's doing great
Yeah,
things, but
I've-
we're so
I've met her a
excited to
number
have her
of
come.
times, yeah.
So we're just excited to have wonderful presenters and people who really enjoy our classes. Our classes now are anywhere from 30 people to a few hundred. Because of Zoom,
Zoom, you
we
can
can
do as many as
accommodate
you
that.
want,
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Well, I'm gonna check, your new list when it comes out, because this one is
Yes,
old.
it's gonna be hitting the website
But
very
I mean, look at
shortly.
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and Tai Chi, and, I mean, it's effectively using your iPhone, coping with grief and stress.
Oh, we had one on how to write your obituary. That was a really popular one just a few weeks
That's a
ago.
good one, you know?
And that came about because it was requested. Some of we always ask our participants, what topics would you like to see? And they requested how to write an obituary. So we had that, and
should
then
do
just
that. I gotta
and the
write
other
my
night
own.
we had one about writing a eulogy.
Yeah,
So there you go.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna-
really something new and
I'm
different.
gonna do that.
Yeah, then you're going to do that. You're going to figure out how to write that obituary. There you
Why
go.
not?
It's-
Why would you leave it
Well,
for
it's
somebody
always
else?
good to be prepared.
Yeah,
So
well, absolutely, and then my kids don't have to scratch their heads and say, what do we say
It's
about my
helpful.
mother? She never did anything.
right, exactly. It's good to get those things out there. So we have classes, and again, we welcome the input from our participants and from the folks who say we really want to see a topic on this,
Good.
and that's what we do.
Thank you so much, Gretchen.
Thank
Look forward
you.
to having you
Thanks
again.
for having me.
Say
We
hi to Mary.
appreciate it.
Sorry she couldn't make it.
Yeah, Mary couldn't be here, but she definitely sends her regards, and
I'll
I
get to
can't
meet
wait to come on again.
Good, good.
Okay.
We'll have you on again.
Thanks,
Thanks so
Ann.
much, Gretchen. Have
Yeah.
a wonderful holiday
Thank
as
you.
well.
You too.